list of the parts needed can be found on the Sumo-Bot build guide found on TeacherGeek.com under Documents. For this kit you would need a pair of our TeacherGeek multi-cutters, one of our TeacherGeek reamers, a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver, and a pair of pliers are optional. Components and free documents for this activity are available at TeacherGeek.com. The TeacherGeek construction system allows you to build almost any mechanism you can imagine using 2 simple tools. The dowels and connector strips can be easily cut to size using our TeacherGeek multi-cutter. But don't use the multi-cutter to cut metal because you'll ruin the blade. Most of our TeacherGeek components come with holes that dowels just press into. Just twist the reamer back and forth to ream out a hole. Reaming out a hole will make it so it no longer holds a dowel. So don't ream out holes you want dowels to stay pressed into. Only ream out holes you want dowels to slide or rotate in. Your first step is to cut 4 dowels to 51mm, which is about 2 inches. Push or tap 2 dowels into the top holes of your hole plate. Then go ahead and add a second hole plate on top and tap it in. Then make a second set of hole plates that matches the first one. Using your reamer, clean out the inside bottom holes of the hole plates. Cut a dowel in half by cutting it at 150mm, which is 6 inches. You should now have 2 dowels that are the same length. Slide the dowels through the reamed corner holes of one hole plate. Then insert them into the unreamed holes of the other hole plate. On one of the dowels, slide a perpendicular block halfway down. This will designate the front of your Sumo-Bot. Then attach the other ends of the dowels the same way you did to the other set of hole plates. Now attach the adapter pin onto your motor. Adapter pins are hard to just push on. By taking your motor mount and setting your adapter pin into one of the holes, it will steady your adapter pin so you can push the motor straight down onto your pin. Just take your small gears and push them onto the adapter pins. Now take your motor with the gear on it and place it into the motor mount. Take your motor mount and place some screws through it, and then place the screws through the 6th and 9th hole of your hole plate on the top row. Add some number 10 nuts on the back to hold the motor mount into place. Cut 2 dowels to 89mm, which is about 3.5 inches. Then draw a pencil line that's 13mm or half an inch down onto your dowel. Place stop clips onto the dowels. Make sure the edge of the stop clip is on the line. Then place the stop clip side of each dowel into the gears. Place the dowel with the gear on it into the 7th hole from the back. You may have to adjust the motor mount to allow the gear to slide in. Position the motor mount so that the smaller gear will move the bigger gear. On the other ends of the dowels that you just inserted, go ahead and place the 20-tooth gears on them. Cut 2 more dowels to 102 millimeters, which is about 4 inches. Make a mark on both dowels that's 29 millimeters or 1 1/8 inches from the end. And then, like you did previously, place a stop clip onto the dowel so that the edge of the stop clip is on the line. And then place the side of the dowel with the stop clip on it into the wheel. Place the wheel into your hole plate. It should be 7 holes from the back and 4 holes from the bottom. And place the other wheel in the same position on the opposite side. And go ahead and slide on the 40-tooth gear on the end of each dowel that you just placed in. For traction, you can add a rubber band onto the outside of the wheel. Now I'm going to show you how to wire up the motors for our TeacherGeek Total Controller. If you're using a different controller, your wiring may be different. Cut a 3-foot Ethernet cord in half and then strip off about 5 inches of insulation. Then you can go ahead and get rid of the orange and brown wires. Attach the green wires to the right motor and the blue wires to the left motor. Double check and make sure your motors are spinning the right way when you push the right button. If they're not, change the wire and then go ahead and you can solder them on. Now that your Sumo-Bot's done, it's time to go have some fun and drive it. Now that you're done, go ahead and try to redesign it. You can add a plow in the front using hydraulics, or use pulleys instead of gears. See what you can come up with.